Hello and welcome to another episode of Laptop Retrospective, and today we've got something different for a number of different reasons. The first thing I want to address is that this is obviously a J5Create Android dock, model JUD650. Now, a little bit of history on this dock is it won a CES Innovation Award in 2016, so this is not a new product, although the company does still sell these for, from what I can tell, around $89 US. So this goes to show the bargain that I got on it. One of the things I found was very interesting about it was all of the ports that are available. Like, this thing is pretty much a port replicator for a phone. And it says that it'll work on Android 4.4 and above, so I'm kind of hoping that it'll recognize USB Type-C connections and work on modern devices. But it does have VGA or HDMI out at 920 by 1080. You can only use one of those at a time, not both. It has a 3.5mm audio out jack, so you can use whatever speaker setup you like. And then it has USB 2.0 for keyboard, mouse, flash drive, and also charging the device. It has a power on and off, volume up and down, a screenshot, and video record buttons. So this does require the use of an app, but before we get into how this thing works, let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we get inside. So we'll cut these seals and see what we got. Okay, so we have the dock waiting for us right here. We have ourselves a fold-out manual, which is pretty robust in many languages. I already looked at this online, and I know that the phone has to be in debug to work properly, and a few other details. We have our power supply, and then it includes a micro USB right angle cable, probably for just better use with the dock. Pretty straightforward. The stand has multiple different positions that it can be set to, depending on what you prefer. And let's see how it handles holding a modern phone there. So that's more or less how it would sit. There is generous amount of room underneath, so I think you might be able to use regular charging cables that aren't at right angles, or of course you could always just lay the device on its side. For today, we will actually be testing this with the Unihertz Titan, just because it really looks at home sitting there. All right, so we have a quick and dirty little setup here with the Unihertz Titan and a short USB Type-C cable. Not enough room underneath there unless it's at a right angle. We can always lay the device on its side. So we're going to go ahead and power this unit on. And it is getting power, and that's a good sign. And our screen is doing something over here. It's not displaying anything yet. If we go into the application, it says please connect your phone to the Android dock. And then we have some prompting on the screen, and it says that we need to get this application, which we have done, and then we need to give it permission to use this USB accessory. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be detecting this device. And I got a red error message, version not support. That's not a great start. So it looks like this dock was not future-proofed for newer versions of Android. So I'll try it with one more device to see if I can get it to play nice. But it looks like this might be obsolete. Okay, in an effort not to be defeated, I have grabbed an old Samsung Galaxy tablet running Android 6.0. I've gone ahead and told it to debug, and we're going to plug it in and see if it plays nice. Okay, that seems to work. That's good. Mouse input works, which is pretty neat. So it works on Android 6. So one good piece of information is that the file transfer system does seem to work. So you can read data off the SD card, the internal memory, any USB flash drives plugged in would work really well. I've got one more tablet I'm going to try, but it's looking suspiciously like it's the newer version of Android that's not being supported here. So the last device I've got to try is this Vankyo tablet, the Matrix Pad S7. It's worth pointing out this app has only been downloaded just over 1,000 times, so my guess is that there's not a whole lot of these docks just hanging around everywhere. And version not support. Okay, so I think we can clearly say that this dock will not work on Android 9 and above. That's actually pretty tragic, because beyond that, it only being able to work with older hardware, this thing's actually kind of cool. It was pretty decently built. It had USB ports for days, 3 in total, but if there's no way to, or if the company's no longer supporting it and they're not updating it, I would only say pick this up if it's super, super cheap, like 20 Canadian dollars or less. Anyway, if you enjoy this sort of content, I'm going to encourage you to do the big 4. Please like the video, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so the next time that weird, probably forgotten accessories show up on the channel, you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.